Professor Zhrix stood before his classroom of young Vextarians, their translucent skin rippling with curiosity. Today's lesson was about humanity, the species from the forbidden planet they called Earth, or as the galactic community knew it, the Death World. Today, you will learn why we classify humans as apex predators despite their relatively small numbers, Zhrix announced, activating the holographic display. Young Kesla raised her sensory tendrils. But Professor, they are only one species. How can they pose any threat to the collective? Zhrix smiled, a gesture he had learned to mimic from his human colleagues. That is precisely the question that almost destroyed us. Let me show you what we have discovered. The first hologram displayed Earth's history. Mountains crumbled and reformed. Ice ages came and went. Asteroid impacts devastated continents. And through it all, humans survived. Humans evolved on a death world, Zhrix explained. A planet where literally everything tries to kill you. Predators hunt them. Diseases plague them. Natural disasters destroy their civilizations regularly. Weather patterns shift unpredictably. Yet they persist. Another student, Vortek, his chitinous exoskeleton gleaming under the classroom lights, asked the obvious question: why did they not simply leave? Why remain on such a hostile world? Because they could not, Zhrix said. They developed space travel only recently in galactic terms. By then, they were already shaped by their world. Fundamentally shaped. The professor displayed a human specimen, a muscular, scarred individual named Commander Sarah Chen. This human lost her arm in combat. Watch what happens next. The hologram showed Sarah's recovery. Within months, she returned to active duty, her prosthetic arm integrated seamlessly with her body. More than that, her performance metrics actually improved. Humans possess something we call adaptive resilience, Zhrix continued. They do not merely survive TR. Precisely, Zhrix nodded. But more importantly, it makes them creative. When faced with a problem, humans do not calculate optimal solutions. They imagine impossible ones and then make them real through sheer determination. He displayed humanity's scientific progress. From basic tools to nuclear fusion in merely 10,000 years. From horse-drawn carriages to interstellar vessels in a single century. When we first encountered humanity, Zhrix said softly, our initial assessment was that they were primitive and should be assimilated or eliminated. We were wrong. We made the mistake of measuring intelligence by our standards, pure logic, computational power, organized society. The hologram shifted to show humans in their element, a mother protecting her child against impossible odds, a soldier sacrificing himself for his unit, a scientist working for decades on a project she would never see completed, an artist creating beauty in the midst of war. Humans measure intelligence differently, Zhrix explained. They value courage, creativity, loyalty, and purpose. What we saw as emotional weakness, they saw as emotional strength. What we called irrational, they called inspired. Kesla absorbed this, her skin cycling through colors of contemplation. So the humans are superior? Neither superior nor inferior, Zhrix corrected. Different. Complementary. We taught them logic and mathematics. They taught us about hope, meaning, and purpose beyond mere survival. The professor closed the display. The shocking truth about Death Worlders, my students, is this: they do not survive despite their world trying to kill them. They become who they are because of it. Humans are not just survivors, they are proof that consciousness can triumph over impossible odds. They are living evidence that meaning matters more than efficiency. Should we fear them? Vortek asked. Zhrix considered this carefully. We should respect them. Fear is what you feel toward a predator. RESP.